Dude, it's amazing. He left Liquid
Wow.
to like Twist left Liquid to say he'd go win a major.
And then he did. And then he did.
Stewie 2K and Sham.
Stewie 2K in shambles. All right. Well,
Yeah.
man, I wonder if I could find a picture of him like crying.
Stewie?
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a meme
Yeah,
of that,
oh.
I'm sure.
Dude, that fucking
That's all NA does is cry.
Yeah, dude. Stewie 2K is literally a 13-year-old who like keeps he got an ID that
Is
says
Twist
22.
crying right now, like tears of joy, because he's an NA player?
No.
He made it out, baby.
Yeah. EU
All
wins
right,
another
well,
major.
You know what time it is? It's time for another one. Hello, and welcome back to yet another episode 13 of the 1 to 10 podcast. We are back. It's your boys. We got Durs, we got Trill, we got Flea. We at it again. How we doing, boys?
Oh, we doing great, bro.
How was your guys' lunch today?
Dude, lunch, pretty good. The car, I will say I was disappointed with that carne.
Dude, the carne asada was actually pretty weak. It was
The
not very salty.
Fundito was
But
quite
the
nice.
Fundito!
Just 2 chicken burritos smothered in some
Fundito
cheese,
podcast right
rice.
here.
Yeah, we powered by Fundito, dude.
Yeah, dude.
What a great lunch.
Brought to you by Queso Fundito.
Yeah,
Dude, it
brought
was
to you
good
Go to
by
your local El Rancho Nuevo
Nuevo.
now.
Yeah. Man. So we all had a little Mexican before the pod. It was delicious.
Yes,
just check back in from the last episode. We were talking about the major when it was happening. And now
El Kerrigan, first of his name.
It's been posted. You know, the match is over. We didn't get to the end of it during the recording, but shortly thereafter it ended. It's been a little bit. Phase 1. Kerrigan wins another title. Greatest in-game leader of all time.
It's his first one.
Doesn't matter.
It's his first major,
This
man.
is
He's still the greatest. He's still the greatest in-game leader of all time.
Yeah, I don't think there's no argument for anyone else I can think of.
That dude's crazy.
The only other IGL that comes close would be like Snappy.
Yeah,
Nah,
probably.
Steel. Joshua Nissan, the OG IGL. It used to be him back in the day. Let me throw you guys back to some old CS for a second.
Okay.
Back in the day when I watched CS in 2013, after I Buy Power gets banned and Steel is banned.
Yeah.
He plays with Mo TV, Skadoodle.
Okay.
And then I think it was like Automatic and somebody else on Torqued, which was their lineup that they made of banned players, and they couldn't play an official Valve matchmaking or tournaments because they were banned because of the match fixing from I Buy Power back in the day. So they fixed the match in a major and lost and the whole deal.
You know what's actually incredible? FaZe had that CS:GO Wild because they needed money to like actually have their roster. So this team should have and probably could have been banned for lifetime, and we would not have this major right now. Crazy to say.
Wow.
I just think it's so impressive. Kerrigan took his band of misfit toys because these are all players that were either getting kicked off their teams or like were not wanted on their teams anymore. Like Stewie did not want Twist on there because he wanted to be the star. Fucking Brokey got kicked off of what was it, like Mouse or something. Rob saying
Brokey played well too. Like he was the best player on that team.
Yeah, like it's crazy. And then Rain, dude, people were calling for Rain to get kicked from this roster, and he's been the best player for them this entire tournament.
Dropped the 30 bomb in the decider.
Like it's crazy how Kerrigan, because if you look at Rain's stats from before until now, it's crazy how hard Kerrigan elevates his teammates. Because all these people were not nearly performing to this level. It
was a good major. It made me entertained.
Yeah.
It also made our waiter not bring our checks for quite some time at the Mexican restaurant. It was quite funny.
Our necks craned to the left.
We were all watching on Parm's phone. The dude does not come back for 20 minutes after we're all done eating. At a certain point in time, it was pretty funny.
Had to put the phone on D&D because
he saw the score. He saw that Navi was down by 6 rounds, and he thought that they were going to come back.
He's like, they boys want to see a turnaround. They want to watch. But then we all gave him the baby dad eyes, and we're just like, Dad, baby bird, like let us have our checks.
To be fair, Navi did come back that game. They just threw
but all for naught. They still lost. So
that was all their gas.
All that matters is if you win the last round, and they did.
Simple, hard carried by his teammate every time.
Yeah, Simple didn't show up in that match either. I mean, like he didn't match the carrying. Running Rain, I think, was the best on that second map. Yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure. I feel like the first map was a team effort.
Oh yeah, dude. Everybody was
they were just across the board.
Dude, Kerrigan got a double kill with a Suzette. Like he went through against AKs.
There was a lot of pistol kills. They were getting a lot of pistol kills.
Yeah,
in meaningful rounds. Like
dude, they're like us. We win the ecos, but
yeah, they were not winning. They were winning the ecos and losing the buy rounds. It was really exciting.
Dude, I think when we play our 5-mans, I think I have a new strategy. We just never buy rifles. We just fully eco every.
Yeah, just only deagles, just the Zach strap.
Only eagle. Yeah, we sit in smokes and we don't move.
I mean, there was a lot of smoke pushing
let's transition away from CS:GO.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up on the major and just give a nice little bow to it. It was a delight. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great. I would give you a nice.
But speaking of things that were, also kind of disappointing, much like that strategy execution will actually go when Zach inevitably just buys the rifle anyways, and buys himself low when everyone else saves. Adult Swim announced something very, very interesting.
God,
and Parm, I'm sure it will lead into our second topic too very nicely. They greenlit a Rick and Morty anime.
What does that even fucking mean?
Right? Yeah. What does that mean?
It's I believe going to be an anime series, like a Japanese 10-episode anime series.
Are they? Well, the thing is, are they getting like a Japanese
anime
studio?
I think they're getting an anime studio. I don't know which studio it is. I heard that they are doing this and they have green.
I'm apprehensive because it's like it's an American cartoon. Network,
it already is anime, dude.
Yeah, so it already is anime.
But there's a very big love.
What do they know about making an anime?
Is there?
So I would be worried about the direction coming from Adult Swim on what they want, because it's like if they just give the project to an anime studio and they're like, hey, just make a fun anime out of this, I'm sure it'll be great. If they get involved at all, if Adult Swim tries to get involved with how it looks or anything about it,
I just want to preface this with Rick and Morty is a comedy show, and I've seen probably thousands of anime at this point, and I can only think of 5.
Okay, really so you guys ready? Are you guys ready to find out who's directing this?
All right, let me hear it.
It's the guy who did Tower of God, Takashi Sano. Yeah,
this shit ain't gonna be funny.
He directed 2 of their previous anime shorts: Rick and Morty versus Genocider and Summer Meets God, Ricky Meets Evil. This clocked over 10 million views on the dot. Okay, so he's done some shorts already.
I've never seen this one, Rick and Morty Summer Meets God.
Yeah.
They do a ton of shorts for commercials and stuff that I never see. I don't know.
Yeah, and there's also Rick and Morty versus Genocider. They have that one actually in the article that I'm reading.
Oh, okay. So these shorts are done in Rick and Morty style animation. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean that at least encourages me a little bit that maybe he understands the humor of it. But it's gonna be hard unless the creators aren't involved in this, like Harmon and Wetzel.
No, I'm sure they are.
I'm sure they will, but it's I just don't know how well everything translate over.
I think it'll be interesting.
And I don't know how well they're not gonna really have any experience in making an anime style.
Listen. There's some things that are unnecessary and just not needed, and I think this is one of those things where it's what's next, dude? Are we gonna get a Scooby-Doo anime?
I'm interested to see what it's gonna be like. It's kind of an interesting idea.
Actually, that would be sick.
I would watch Shaggy go Ultra Instinct.
Scooby-Doo son.
Speaking of Shaggy Ultra Instinct, have you seen that new Warner Bros or whatever fighting game? Multiverse. And they have Shaggy as Ultra Instinct Shaggy in that, which is hilarious.
See that. There's also going to be Steven Universe. Well, yeah, it's cross-platform from the start. It's on everything. It's free to play.
Yeah,
so
dude.
Smash Bros in shambles. Dude, Warner Brothers is gonna take them out.
Damn, Smash Brothers players are crying now. They have to relearn a new game and shower.
I'm gonna fucking play Multiverses. You guys gonna play it?
Yeah, of course, 100%.
I don't like fighting games.
You don't like fighting games?
Wait, not even Smash Brothers?
I mean, I'll play it when I'm in a group of people to have
fun.
Exactly. People take it too seriously, and then it makes it no fun for anyone.
I mean,
you're not a 4-stock no items selected maps only guy.
Yeah, because that exact reason. I want all items on. I want nobody who knows how to play the game well to play it all.
No, I want to sweat. I want to try.
I want
fucking hard.
okay. I guess I'm in the middle ground. I want both. If I'm playing myself, I want the hardcore try hard. If I'm playing with
because you want to beat up on everybody. But that's not fun. That's why I don't enjoy playing fighting.
I mean, every now and then I'll dabble with a Pokemon battle.
If I'm playing with friends, I want to do Pokeballs only. I want to do all item. You know what I mean?
High item drop rate, Pokeballs only. That's fun as shit.
But even with all that stuff, it still is just not fun if one person knows how to play well.
Here's the thing. If I'm having a boys' night and we're all playing Smash, I want to do both. I want to like fun shit, and then I would like the 1v1s as well. You know what I mean?
If we're having a boys' night and we're playing Mario Party for fun, Smash for the sweat. Or Mario Kart. Mario Kart's the true hybrid, you see.
Yeah.
It's where the sweat is allowed, but it's such an even playing field because of items and how everything works.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mario Kart is fun on its basis because it's like, even if you're not the best player, you can still sometimes...
Even if you're not a 9-year-old Chinese kid.
But when you're playing a fighting game with somebody who knows how to play the game, there's no chance you ever even kill them.
I love playing fighting games, though.
Yeah,
I don't exactly, and that's why you enjoy it, is because you're good at it.
Yeah, but like, is there?
And also you like fighting games, but you like, that's what I'm saying, is you enjoy it even more because like it's a fun game you like already.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to play the game with other people.
Yeah,
which I do too. But you being good at it makes it unenjoyable for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. I get it. It's off-putting for some people because especially like it's not like a slow-paced game or like a like.
It's not cooperative in any way. That's why I don't like it.
Okay, so like when you play like a sports game, like a hockey or a soccer or like you have a basketball game back on like PS2 or PS3 even, like it's something that's like slower in the sense of like there is AI control involved. Whereas in a fighting game, when it's just you on the sticks versus someone else on the sticks, it's purely user input. And when someone's just out inputting you and like you have understanding of how the game actually works and you're just picking it up for like the first time and they're not.
Yeah, like I just play when I go to people's houses and hang out.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you probably had too many experiences of people just not being cool about being good at the game.
Yeah,
like there's people who know, like you have to know how to like.
No, but I also don't like when they're like patronizing and they're like, oh, now I'm just gonna mess around and play because.
No, not patronizing, but like
so
okay, for example, like
either. It's like I don't want to watch you like fool around for 2 hours.
Hear me out.
Pretend to
if I was gonna invite you to come over and play Smash Bros, and you're like, sure, I'm down. And then we start playing, and I start playing Cloud right away, my favorite character, or like someone who I'm really good at. And then I just start.
But it's even worse when you're like playing Bowser and you're still shitting on me. You know what I mean?
No, because like there's certain characters who I enjoy playing, but I know I'm not good with, and I would rather like have games where we're playing 3 or 4 stock games, and I go to like legitimately go to 2 or 3 stocks against you. And I'm struggling, but I can improve on my mechanics of those characters who I'm not as sufficient at.
I am that patronizing friend. I am the guy who
you play Ice Climbers or Bowser, and you think it's funny. And it's like, sorry,
do the side B backflip.
Oh no! I play Bowser.
You jump off the edge.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I play Bowser.
So like the way fighting games is on a basis is 1v1 like competition.
Yeah.
And even if you're in a free for all setting, it's still 1v1. And that dynamic is unfun in a group setting. Like, I think it's fun if everyone's good and everyone enjoys that.
I think if you're
I can't enjoy the competition if
I think if you're playing Smash Bros with a bunch of people, you gotta mix it all and you gotta do some sweat.
Oh yeah. I think we're the outlier. I think generally when you get a group of people together that have played Smash, most people you'll find one person in the group maybe that is good.
There's always
that one guy.
There's always that one guy.
That's why it's usually not a problem, because then you just say, all right, that one guy can just patronize everyone and not win, because otherwise
we all have that one friend who has to try hard and show he's the best at this game friend group, and that's annoying. I do,
and that's why I like cooperative games, because then it's like I like showing that I'm good, but I like doing it with people, not against you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I don't want to prove to myself that I'm better than you guys at the game. I want to play together and win that way.
Teamwork based.
That's why, I agree. I think that's why we gravitated towards the League and CS. A lot of us are that way.
Even the short stints in Valorant we've all done, any game like that.
Yep.
Team-based games are fun. They can.
Team-based games are fun. Yeah.
Yeah. They certainly can. Okay, so speaking of, we're thinking of all those things we just talked about, though, and all those groups of people, those fighting-based fans, those teamwork-based game fans. Let's talk about some of those fans in general and how terrible those fan bases can truly be. Guys, what is your least favorite fan base? Out of all the fan bases, it can be TV, game.
Let's just say some of your favorites, because I'm trying to narrow down to one you hate the most right now, but I have too many to count.
True. Yeah. True.
So let's just narrow it down to a couple, like 2.
Okay.
One you really hate.
Let's each go 2, and let's go around. Let's each do one at a time, and then let's spread it out. So I'll go first. One that I really can hate a lot, that I've hated a lot for a while, is the League of Legends fan base. I'll say it. I think that I love the game and I love playing the game. And some of the things that I even would hear out of you guys is like, really, you fucking like playing this game? Like, really? Like, no, I truly love playing the game. But the problem is that the connotation, like, that I think exists now about League players in general is that not only do they like playing the game, but they have like a self-loathing about liking the game. Like it's like a myth to actually enjoy playing the game for just enjoying playing it.
Literally,
I'm not even kidding though. Like that's how I feel.
Let me know if you guys have the same experience when you meet people and like they know you game and it's like, you know, maybe they're a console gamer or whatever, but like they ask you like, what games do you play? And I told this guy when I met him in volleyball, I was like, yeah, I play League. And he goes, so you hate your life, right? Like everyone just knows,
right?
Like, they just know.
Like that's the connotation.
League, but it's like Stockholm syndrome. Like
yes, but it's not. But like,
you can't not play now.
I feel like I've come out the other end of the Stockholm syndrome. So I'll say that like I think that's a true thing. That like when you do play it, it's very addictive at times. And like when you keep playing it every day, and you're getting like the diminishing returns effect, where you're not really learning because you're just playing too much, and you're not like actually like trying to get better. Like I remember the first couple of years of me playing League where I didn't even try to get like remotely good at the game. I was just playing the game as much as I could.
Yeah, because it's a fun team aspect. Like you're hanging with your friends, you're messing around, so you kind of forget that.
But over time, I wanted to get better at it, and then like so Friday, I played probably like 10 or 11 games straight. But then like I didn't play hardly any games yesterday. I played a few Smurf games, and then that was really about it. Like I kind of just chilled and played some other shit because I didn't really want to, keep grinding in a negative manner.
Yeah, that
makes me not enjoy the game. So I think it's just a healthy regulation of like not doing it too much of any one thing, like everything in moderation really makes League an enjoyable thing. But like you said, there's just this mythos that like if you really say you like playing League, it's just like you have like either self-loathing or like you hate your life or haha you hate actually playing the game. It's frustrating at times, but like it's really not. And I think I've come like through this journey of like 10 years of playing the game essentially that was a start of like complete obsession to like a crippling addiction to that actual level of self-loathing, hating playing the game, and then over time taking a break for it. And like I think I took like a 6-month break last year from the game that like was really really good for me. It just made me enjoy not constantly feeling like I had to play the game. Like I can just stop whenever I wanted to. And
I don't ever play the norms or ranked really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for you that's awesome. And like but then recently like I finally got back into being in ranked. And I've been playing with only like a couple of people, including our buddy Big Trevor. You know what I'm saying? Big Trev's been
I haven't seen he's been playing solos.
Yeah, so he's been playing solos, and I started playing solos again finally after seeing other people playing them. I was like, I want to play solo queue. I want to fucking get ranked again. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
And it seems like people try a little bit harder in ranked, and then they don't like want to FF so much. And like
I hate that shit.
I mean, I understand.
I hate when they don't want to FF. I want to get into the next.
See, I get that, and then I also get like wanting to keep playing the same one and trying to push for the later stages and see what you can do, because there are a lot of times where it's like not even situations where it's like, okay, it's winnable technically, and it's also throwable by us and them, and that's kind of how I think of it. And then like I don't know, I think that's the other thing.
I just look at it as an opportunity cost, like if I spend 20 minutes to win in a really really hard game, I could have immediately surrendered and been into another game and already regained that LP.
But that's what I was going to say is like, I think
like if I'm going to lose the game in 50 minutes, I'd rather lose it 20 minutes. So
I agree with that idea fundamentally. But I think the problem is that if I put that and deposit it in my head as the core identity of like that moment of like, man, I could have had the 30 minutes there, and not just embrace it is that this is like how this is. And that's how I feel like when I'm playing, I perform better when I'm just believing like, yeah, whatever the outcome of this vote is fine. And like if I said no and it stays no, that's cool. And if everyone says yes and I said no, and I'm the 1 out of the 5 that I fundamentally believe we could have won, that's cool too. Like I don't get upset about it.
I hate that.
So like that's the thing. I think like I have no like sadness or anger anymore, or like frustration around how long a game of League was or wasn't. And I'm just like, it just was a game of League and I enjoyed it for what it was. But that allows me to perform and enjoy performing more in that game. Because that's the thing. When I go to play that game, I'm trying to play well. I'm not trying to just play it.
The thing for me with the whole surrender thing is like my elo hovers between silver and gold if I'm trying my tits off that season, right?
I'm
And like
almost gold this season already after like less than
yeah,
30 games. Let's
like
go.
and like in that elo, like say you're getting shit on early game and your team doesn't want to surrender,
Mhm.
like it's like what happens is you're basically counting on the other team to throw, and like it takes longer for them to close out the game because low elo players get into that mindset of I need to take everything on the map and then do what I need to do to win, right? Like
Sometimes,
that
yeah.
happens. That happens to me so much where like we're like ahead by like 6 turrets, a fucking inhib, and they're like, we need Baron and Elder Drake to end when it's like we
Right.
could have just gone and like at that point, like say they do throw and my team gets back, then they get in that same mindset of, oh well, you need to deny the soul, we need to do all this, and it's like there's 4 30-second death timers and one person up, and we have 5, like, and it's just like it's an inevitable ending to certain things, and it's like
Absolutely.
if we win, and I'm like fucking like 5 and 10, and like only one guy on my team's doing good, like that was never fun for me to begin with. Like it just like you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
and it's definitely a selfish thing. Like I'll
It
fully
is
admit
selfish.
it's just it's completely
Yeah.
selfish of me when I want to surrender.
Yeah.
But it's
100%.
also like I get on here to enjoy my time. If at
Yeah.
any point I stop enjoying my time, I'm out.
Now,
you know, if I'm losing 0-7 in a league game,
there's a difference.
I stay in for you guys, but I don't want to be there.
Also, like,
see, there's a difference when it comes down to
chat's
5
pretty
stacks, though.
toxic.
I think there's a difference between like situations that come playing with like just playing solo queue or duo queue and playing with
if I play solo queue, there's
someone.
nothing keeping me in that game because I don't care about these random people I'm with.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I just
and even if you have one other friend with you for a duo queue, there's still 3 randoms you don't care about. With your friends, like you want to like do that, but I'm gonna be honest, like this might be a little bit of a hot take. There it is. I think that we're more prone to it with our friends because of the nature of the repent joke. I think it happens where we like that's like the worst side of it is where we have situations where there are four people who genuinely are like, yeah, this game is over, and we're actually playing with our friends, and then we have a 5th friend be like, haha, nope, fuck around, and then say no, and then they're just laughing about
that's
it.
Always, and again, it's the same thing. It's like, all right, if you feel that I'm being disrespectful of your time by trying to surrender, then now you're being disrespectful of my time by not just letting us all out of this fucking prison.
Right. And it's worse when it's someone you do know.
Like, that's why I'll just I'll just AFK if they do that.
Oh, I've noticed, and I respect it so much.
I can't be bothered to sit there and like, I'll open my YouTube video. I'll see.
That's the other side of the
I'm not going to waste
too.
my time when I'm trying to enjoy myself playing a game. Yeah. And then my own friends are keeping me hostile. Like, the only thing that's keeping me in the game at all is the fact that I get penalized if I lose.
Yep.
Yeah.
But also that like they're trying to win still. So like for a while there, I would keep trying to win and
also like with League, it's like it's just so much to like keep up with. Like it's like me not understanding how new champions and mechanics and items and how they've been changed and how builds have changed and things like that. It's like if you're not on top of it, you're likely not gonna have a good time at. Yeah. Because like say I just built a dog item that was good a year like last season but not good anymore.
Yeah, that's why I only use Professor. So
like
Professor's
when
wrong,
I was a hardcore League grinder like that, people used to like be like, well, League is a very hard like esport to get into because of like these reasons. Now that I'm finally like playing other games that are tried and true, like I don't know, think Rocket League, think like fucking CS:GO, obviously, like things like that, where like the mechanics don't really change at all.
Yeah,
like maybe small nerfs here and there and buffs like the
game knowledge doesn't change.
League is an
like
exhausting game. League is just exhausting.
We'll
you know
move
what
on
I
to
mean?
another fan base.
There's so much going on.
This has exhausted me mentally already on League.
Yeah, exactly.
And we still got to talk about them later after the esports roundup. So, Parm, what about you? Give us a fan base you are not a big fan of.
Okay, so you guys have probably heard me talk about this, and obviously it's not all fans of this because I like their movie. God damn, Marvel man babies, dude. Like, God, you guys are so fucking annoying. Like, listen. Like, I think I've talked about it on here before, like how I've gotten, like when I went to go see the 3rd Marvel movie, Avengers movie, and got shit on by all these fucking nerds in their Captain America gear at a midnight showing because I didn't watch Age of Ultron or whatever, and like same thing with like I just like listen, I get the continuity is great, and like there's like a bonus scene at the end of every movie that's like 30 seconds.
All these call outs are so exhaustive at this
point.
Dude,
it's so exhausting. Like, and honestly, like I get it, it's your favorite movie franchise, you love it, it's feel good, haha, funny, but like don't fucking tell me it has anything that's like a 10 out of 10 or like actually holds water to like critically acclaimed and good
it's not
movies.
a great cinematic experience, but it like they are good movies to watch. Like I
Yeah.
enjoy. Well, I'll admit I enjoy watching them. Not like what some of these directors have come out and said is like, um, but what some of these directors come out and said is it's not film. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a hybrid between like comics and like some sort of
Listen, I just
action figure
There is one
sales.
thing I want to
okay,
say.
like it's just like if you're clapping and there's still 9 or like 60 minutes left in the movie and you're clapping and cheering because fucking mustache man showed up in the goddamn Bottom Boy movie, like
Yeah.
go fuck yourself, dude. Like I really don't care. Like it's so
I
annoying.
think
Like
I
it's
think
just
there's something to
annoying
be
and
said
tired.
though that's really important about Marvel in general. And it's like, okay, so number one, when we shit on Marvel, there is diminishing returns like on what you're saying.
Is that the quote of the day?
Yeah, dude, diminishing returns to the episode. Okay, so there's like okay, we're downplaying like the importance of like people who do work on those films, who do like
Yeah.
special effects or like
Yeah.
scoring. Like, there are people who
No.
are like the best in the business at what they do for the
Yeah, I'm
production
not
side.
listen, respect to the writers, respect to everybody
Yeah,
involved because these movies are good.
yeah.
They're well, most of them are good. But like
Looking at you, Eternals.
yeah, looking at you, Eternals, Morbius, and Shang-Chi.
Morbius.
Yeah, it's Mighty Morbin time.
Dude,
Um,
someone I saw a post and made a link, and it was just like literally they sent a DM, and it was just like the whole Morbius movie, and it just said it's
yeah,
Morbin time.
dude.
Goddamn.
But like it's just like don't like shame me for not watching every single one in order because like people do that like
Yeah,
and people these like fans like don't be delusional like here's the thing, I'm a fan of a lot of things and I will tell you why they're bad, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I can own up to that.
Oh
I
yeah,
like
I can
CS:GO.
admit Marvel has a lot of like problems. Definitely, I can
Yeah,
definitely say that like there's like 100%
but
fundamental issues.
most fans can't do like agree like see like on Twitter I saw a thread that was like talking about how good the new Avatar movie CGI is and all the replies were literally like Thanos is better CGI and it's like it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It
And like
wasn't.
and then the Marvel fans who get upset when a character is like or this goes to any comic book or superhero fan when like a character becomes black or a character is like whatever like
Mhm.
there was a She-Hulk one they're like we went from this to this and it's like you didn't go from this to this. It's always been this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the
I
She-Hulk
don't know.
thing, I never understood actually. People were saying it was the new ugly Sonic, and that it should go back and have to fix the show. And it's like she looked fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Shut the
it's just
fuck up.
like it's the delusional fanboys. It's not the Marvel fan base. It's
Yeah.
that subsect that shames you for not watching everything in order. That I just
So
cannot.
I'll agree with that, especially on the dawn of like more very cool Disney properties continuing to come out. Actually, you know, like Love
Just
and
don't
Thunder.
applaud in the middle of a movie, guys.
Yeah, that's fucking
Enjoy it.
weird. I hated that. I talked about that with the Doctor Strange 2 thing. I hated that there was like
Oh
4
my
instances of
God.
clapping. I'm surprised that you had none in yours. You fucking
Yeah,
lucky bastard.
I lucked out so hard,
I was
dude.
just like, I don't know, man. That really fucking rubbed me the wrong way.
One person tried to do like a
Yeah.
cheer and he got shushed immediately.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I I don't know what dad did that. I know he was only there for his kids, but I'm fucking glad he
He's my
dadded up
hero.
there.
He's my
Yeah,
hero.
exactly. He's my dad now.
Yo, Dad of the Week. New bit. Let's go with that
Yeah.
one. Dad of the Week. Fuck yeah.
Dad of the week. I like that.
All right, and for our audio listeners, Dirks has been AFK for about 3 minutes now. It's been a good one. Oh, and Parm's muted because Papa Sing or Mama Sing is talking to him too. This is a fucking beautiful episode. It's just me on the mic. What's up,
We're back.
nerds?
You had to grab a checkbook out of my room.
No, it's all good. Whoa, tell everyone your fucking routing number.
Yes. My social security.
I agree with
Alright,
the sentiment though, being a Marvel fan, actually, that Marvel fans do in fact fucking suck.
Yeah, see, it's such a shame that Dur's AFK'd right now because I want to hear his fan base.
Well,
This man's a hater.
We can pass the torch back around. We'll give him the
Yeah.
opportunity too. So I'll go with another fan base that I'm not a big fan of. Oh, here he comes. Never mind. Big Durs back on the mic. What
We're
up?
back.
Daddy Durs.
Yay. So Daddy Durs, what's your thoughts on the Marvel fan base?
Because that was
They
my
suck.
my first one that I hate
They
the
suck.
most. The
All
one
right,
that-
we agree.
Okay.
All right, now what's your fan base that you don't like?
Disney.
Ooh, the Disney
adjacent.
Like
Disney, everything to do with Disney. Anybody that has any interest in Disney beyond those are nice children films, a strange person.
Okay.
It's an unnatural obsession with something that you really should only engage in as a child.
I think you're talking about one Disney adults, correct?
Yes, I mean those are the worst. I think after 18, you really shouldn't be obsessed with Disney anymore.
Now, when you say Disney, do you mean like Disney, or do you
Disney, like everything to do with the parks, the characters, everything?
Star Wars,
like Marvel, Star Wars.
Yes, well, that doesn't count because they're not. They just bought them. They didn't actually.
Okay. So you mean
like
Disney
core
Disney
IP. Disney as the brand.
So the
brand
Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Goofy.
Yes. Disney original IP that people get obsessed with.
What about
is strange because it's made for children.
What about Kingdom Hearts?
Made for children.
Video game, like it's whatever. You either like the game or you don't.
Don't you tell me
I'm
a grown ass
man. Made for children.
No. It's not made for children. That's made for me.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, people should be allowed to enjoy things. Like, if you're
you can enjoy whatever you like, but the unhealthy level that I get.
I get if your favorite movie is like Mulan and you want to watch it as your comfort flick, things like that. But like, you're making it your whole personality. And like, honestly, like, I see people get mad at like just single adults going to Disney World themselves, like people with kids being like, "You guys should let us cut ahead and like." I always read stories about that. Get fucked, loser! This is like a $90 fucking ticket. Like, suck my ass.
I'm there for the amusement park ride, just like anybody else.
Your 4-year-old's gonna shit his pants and then forget he was here next year. Like, shut the fuck up.
Even if you moved every way up in line, you're still waiting 45 minutes. You dumb bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
who cares?
Disney.
Yeah, so I just don't like the obsession with what is really children's content. It's like I don't want to tell people to grow up because I do like. Yeah, I do like some of the stuff that I saw when I was a kid from Disney.
But it's not your personality.
Movies. But yeah, like I don't bring it up. I don't talk about the movies. I don't act like they're still holding up as cinematic giants. I love Lion King. It's one of the best kids movies ever made. But it's
banger soundtrack.
Movie,
True.
Yeah, banger soundtrack.
Elton John did not have to fucking
Disney really up the level
hard,
quality in terms of children's content. But like, you can't act like it's not.
Nah, dude,
still made for
that
kids.
shit was so good.
Yeah,
that's made for me.
Yeah.
Oh no. Time, it was. We were kids.
Exactly.
No, the worst was when Monsters University was coming out, and all those adults were tweeting out, "I better not see no fucking."
Yeah, I better not see any children in the theater. It's like it's not for you. It's for the kids.
They're like, hey, Disney this specifically for me because I'm going to college right now. Like,
because you're gonna buy all the toys and all the merch and stuff that they actually make money on.
So
I hate saying the R slur, but you retard. This is like a fucking prequel flick. Like, god damn.
Jesus Christ. Like, okay.
Dude,
I hate saying it, but I still said it. Jesus fuck. Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. I feel like what I do when I compartmentalize the concept of like this thing that you're saying like, oh, this is made for children. Like Kingdom Hearts 1 came out 20 years ago. Okay? I played it when I was 9 years old. So you can't tell me that KH3 that I had to wait.
It's made for children.
17 years for was made for a fucking 5-year-old now. Or a 7-year-old now.
It is, Alec.
Yeah.
The game is based around
it's made for
characters
both.
that they're familiar with.
Bro,
it is, yes.
Like, it's made for both.
The idea that started in
marketing.
Are you going to tell me like the mechanics of Kingdom Hearts are more geared to older kids?
No, I'm not making that argument at all. I'm saying that marketing is not as simple as it's made for kids always.
I'm not saying the marketing. I'm saying the basis of why the game exists
originally
is because they wanted to market these.
Oh wait, actually no. I see your point. Because kids nowadays don't give a like
generation. No, I'm saying kids grow up.
Yes, I agree.
Generationally, they become older people, so they continue to make properties not only for the younger ones that they'll pass it on to, but the people who were once children.
Maybe it's become into an older. Okay, so sure, I don't know how many Kingdom Hearts there are because I don't.
Wait. Let me try to explain.
Maybe the newer one. I know. I do. I understand your point making. So yes, so it has evolved from just being for you, and now these days it's probably you're probably right. Most of them don't know all of the characters. It's not made.
Yeah,
but again, it wouldn't exist to begin with if it hadn't been marketed to you originally as a child.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Is that's why we see. Like,
so again, the basis of Disney's business is still run on the nostalgia of their characters.
Yes, it's the nostalgia retro rewind part 2 of Electric Boogaloo, baby. It's fucking
Now,
rehash the
Kingdom
characters
Hearts,
that you rehashed.
But like shit with like Monsters University, that still triggers me. If you were one of those adults,
Monsters University, Incredibles 2. I mean, Incredibles 2 is like, I consider Pixar just an extension of Disney.
They are.
It is.
They are.
Bro, like it happened also with Incredibles. They're like, this movie is for us. We was here when Incredibles 1 came out. Like,
I mean, you heard me say it already. I'm like, that's for me. Like I say it, but like that's the compartmentalization. It's for me.
Dude. Well, and I just still think it's odd because again, Incredibles 2, good movie, but a kid's movie.
Yeah.
They're playing off the nostalgia of the people that are going to go see it because of that. But in the end,
they're clapping if you're like over the age of 15, clapping.
So I kind of think that like it's that generation entirely. It's my generation really. 92, like, and then on. So like that's when like you had the X-Men cartoon come out, and then Spider-Man in 95. You have Power Rangers still floating around. You have all these properties that have these super long essential like toy line / like television show bodies of work that are just around. That's why Transformers is still fucking big, and like He-Man's still chilling on Netflix. I think it's just this whole concept of nostalgia is like comfortable, and you can just reiterate on it over and over, and you have a generation who loved it growing up, and then they have a generation that they are raising, and then they can share that love of that thing with them over and over. And that's what I kind of mean by the concept of how like they're playing for it.
Sure.
But you can't tell me yesterday when I was watching fucking cutscenes from Kingdom Hearts 3, just reminiscing on the storyline after I was like reviewing it again, and I was like thinking about all the happy endings.
But how? What?
Go ask your question.
I don't want to take shots at your childhood, but like how groundbreaking can the story really be in a video game? That
the story for Kingdom Hearts is awful.
Oh
yeah,
so like the story's amazing.
It's awful.
No, it's so good.
The story includes Daffy Duck and fucking Goofy.
No.
It's Donald Duck, not Daffy.
The reason you're criticizing the story is whatever. It's because the story's fucking all over the place, dude. You can't play.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When you have characters that have no interaction with each other, and you just stick them into a video game, what are they going to do?
I think what there's really be complaining about is like the really important story stuff that actually happens within the mini games of the franchise is mostly saturated in between with.
How many are there, by the way? I don't know.
So there's like 1,
10 to 15.
There is 2, there is Chain of Memories, there is 358 over 2 days, there is Birth by Sleep.
358 over 2 days? What?
Yes, that's the name of the title.
Oh.
I'm not even
I thought you were just listing like a bunch of ones.
No, I'm quantities, fingers up for each one. Okay, so number 1, Kingdom Hearts 1. The next one, Chain of Memories, which was a Game Boy Advance game remade into PlayStation 2, eventually PS4. Okay? Then next is Kingdom Hearts 2. Then you have 358 over 2 days, which was a DS title. Okay? And then it was eventually remastered into a PS4 movie.
Yeah.
Okay?
He's not kidding.
You have Birth by Sleep. You have...
Is that the PSP one?
Yes, then got remade onto a PS4 title.
I'm a Kingdom Hearts hater.
There's 3D, which is Dream Drop Distance, which was on the 3DS. And then you have Kingdom Hearts 3.
And the story, even if you played those games,
and the story is continuous through all of these titles.
There is an overlying story throughout all the titles that all ties together.
Durs, I promise you, at your age right now, if you played through these games in order, you still wouldn't understand the story fully.
Well, the story is not understandable by those who love it.
Okay, Alec, just spoil the entire thing for me. What is the plot? What is the overarching plot? And I want it less than a minute.
Okay, so there was a dude named Xehanort who was a bad guy who really wanted to use darkness to find the way to this thing called Kingdom Hearts, which is like the light of all worlds or the known worlds that exist. Worlds have a nature of having a heart, just like all people do. If your heart is detached from you, you become a heartless and also a no body, which is your body is the body with no heart left in it, and the heartless is the disemboweled heart that becomes a form. Okay, so strong-willed hearts can become heartless, and then their bodies become strong-willed nobodies. So there's this kid named Sora. Hang on, wait, stop, shut up. I have 1 minute. I have 1 minute. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We're not explaining the rules. It's not that important.
I have 1 minute. Real pretty girls.
So shut up. So, okay. So there's this little kid named Sora, and he's on this island called the Destiny Islands, okay? This is 10 years before Kingdom Hearts. There's these 3 Keyblade Masters. Xehanort's an old man. He's a bad dude. He wants to use one pure embodiment of light.
I am curious. Why the Keyblade?
We'll get there. It's a sword that is a big key that can unlock shit.
Is it ever explained why?
Yes. Let me explain. So Xehanort wants to create the real
keys to your heart of the world.
Yes. So there are keys to the heart. There are ones that, and then there's keys to worlds. There's also a key of the realm of light, a key of the realm of darkness. There's the key of the realm in between. That's a whole concept in between. But basically, here's the idea. Xehanort wants to recreate this thing called the Keyblade War. Okay? The Keyblade War happened thousands of years ago in worlds before, when light fell to darkness, and then it was reborn yet again. And all the worlds became.
Basically, it's a rip-off of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. No, it's a rip-off of Star Wars.
Which one's Frodo?
Okay. Yeah.
There's literally some Revenge of the Sith shit that goes on.
In Kingdom Hearts, isn't there?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Maybe KH4.
Yes, Master Chief canon.
I hope so. That'd be sick. Also, okay. So Xehanort wants to recreate the Keyblade War by using a pure being of light and a pure being of darkness to clash. He tries to do this using a premature. No, it's not using Sora and Riku. It's using Ventus, actually. That fails. He takes over the body of another dude named Terra. He sends this girl named Aqua to the realm of darkness. Then 10 years later, because they all met Sora and Riku and Kairi when they're these younger kids. 10 years later, they all grow up, and they're on this island called the Destiny Islands. They have to get off the Destiny Islands, and then the bad guy Xehanort has now been gone because he has lost his body, and he took over the body of that Terra
he's now
kid.
Bodiless,
but then he lost his memory, got amnesia, got his memories back, found out how to use the Keyblade. Found out how to use the Keyblade, effectively used it on 12 other people at the same time as him to create Heartless. Okay? And then also
create the Keyblade just open doors.
No, the key can also open the way to the heart. So so certain Keyblade masters like Xehanort can disembody people's hearts or strong-willed hearts from bodies. So he made 13 nobodies, forming Organization 13, and then also created his Heartless and his nobody, which is Ansem, his Heartless, Seeker of Darkness, and Xemnas.
Where does Mickey Mouse come in?
We're getting there. So Mickey Mouse comes in because at the end of KH1, where he's missing the entire game when Sora has gone on his adventure of trying to get the Keyblade after Riku, his best friend, has been kidnapped by Ansem and brainwashed to succumb to darkness. Meanwhile, his best friend Kairi, his little love interest, has gone missing as well after their island is lost to darkness as well. So basically, he goes on these different missions to different Disney worlds, and he goes to Alice in Wonderland and Tarzan's Deep Jungle, Agrabah, Neverland, all these places, all to eventually find that Kairi's heart has been within his heart the entire time.
Oh.
And that to free her, he has to turn himself into a Heartless. It gets way more convoluted than that. We're in KH1 territory.
No, okay,
dude, that entire exclamation.
Kingdom Hearts hater. I'm now a Kingdom Hearts hater.
Yeah, so I was actually going to say that's my second one. That's my second one. I actually hate Kingdom Hearts fandom too, because that's not even 2 games worth of plot to actually explain the real story of Kingdom Hearts, and I could go on for probably another 30 minutes.
That's all I really need. All I needed to know is that there was some convoluted bullshit behind Light and Dark.
It's so convoluted. We're to a totally different point in time now where we're actually adding the story currently.
Just to kind of give you an overview,
it's gross.
The shortest video I could find explaining the Kingdom Hearts story chronologically was an hour and 3 minutes, and that was before Kingdom Hearts 3 came. So it's probably now an hour and 25.
It's probably about an hour and 30. A lot happens in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah,
and that's what I was trying to make a point of, is that in Kingdom Hearts 3, it was definitely not for children. It was made in a way of being disguised.
Now that I know that the games take that long to get through. Fuck.
Oh yeah, and then the way they actually did the story in KH3 was very different.
Kids ain't reading all that.
Well,
shit.
there's a lot more to it than that exposition. There's
Kingdom Hearts 1. I played that shit as a child. I did not pay attention to the story a little bit. It was just fun fucking hack and slash, swing in, use magic sometimes. Let me tell you, the games themselves are a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
a lot of fun.
Combat systems are awesome.
Play. That's why I was I wasn't much of a hater until you
honestly
expounded on the lore.
There's just buy a Kingdom Hearts game, mute all the sound, skip all the cutscenes, and just play like fucking death metal in the background. You'll enjoy it way
let
more.
me tell you, dude. Probably, the story's actually really good, but it's really convoluted and crazy.
Dude. Yes, it is. No way that's true. After what you just said.
Okay, so there's
I
this
asked you to explain the story to me in a minute.
13 pieces of dark, 7 pieces of light.
I'm pulling my veto. We are done with the Kingdom Hearts fucking conversation. We're done. Move on to your next fucking fan base, or explain why you hate the Kingdom Hearts one.
All right, fine. What do you hate? What do you hate now? What's your other hate?
I fucking hate you for talking about the story. No, my second one. Jesus Christ. Come back to me.
All right. There's got another fan base you hate?
Oh yeah, I can come up with another one. Let's see.
Oh wait.
Honorable mention to the Tesla fanboys.
Oh wait, yeah, I changed.
Now they're just in love with the Predator as well, so that's kind of fun.
I still want a Cybertruck. Fuck you.
Elon fanboys are the worst. They're fucking annoying. You're just
okay, that's a fair one. Elon fanboys are annoying.
I mean that we shit on the man and his cronies enough to the audience can understand why we fucking hate him.
All right, well, enough hatred, I guess. Then
we
wanted something that we can at least enjoy a little bit of a quick esports roundup here. Let's just cover some Riot games this week rather than some CS, since we've covered CS already. So MSI is still going on. We are in the Rumble stage, which is more interesting, at least to say. All the major regions are playing against each other.
Is
T1
this a different format from how MSI has been in the
double
past?
round robin, 6 top teams from the last ones. Kind of different, not very different though.
Okay.
So EG looks kind of rough still. G2 won all their games on the first day, beat SKT, and then now G2 today actually lost both their games.
Who's SKT?
Sorry, T1. Fuck you, Fakers team. So G2 looks kind of like the best team and also the worst team at the same time in the group. So that's kind of, not so great, but we'll see what happens there and how that shakes down. By the time we do have another recording, though, the whole tournament will be resolved, so I'm sure we'll talk about that on the next roundup. And in a more interesting news of roster changes for the LCS, one Gamsu has returned.
I am Gamsu.
Yeah, so Gamsu is a pro player who played back in 2015 for Dignitas, back with Core JJ. And he did like these little chef videos that he became famous for. Played for Fnatic for a little bit. And then he went to play Overwatch and was an Overwatch League champion actually at one point. He won with the Shanghai Dragons.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, he's a very seasoned, long time high tier player.
He's just a pro gamer.
Yeah, he's truly a pro gamer, like a god tier gamer. So he's back to playing Pro League. He played on 100 Thieves. I think it was Academy. I think it was. Was it Academy or was it like
100 Team
X? Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
The fucking up and coming team or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like their C team essentially.
Yeah.
So he played on that, and then now he's back to the LCS. He's playing on Dignitas. So it's exciting to see him come back. On another note of Riot Games, let's talk about Valorant real quick, and we have an interesting positive question that I believe Parm asked: how long until NA falls behind in Valorant? So right now, I believe NA is on top. I believe Optic won most recently, correct? Yeah. So NA is still strong. I believe they've made some changes on Sentinels, and they've taken it was Zoms is out, and they have someone else in. I don't know. The point is that you're still seeing like a lot of success for the NA teams as opposed to the EU or the Korean teams. My answer is pretty simple though. I think it's when China gets a hold of it.
That's fair. Does China not have access to Valorant?
I don't think they do yet.
What?
Oh, do they really not? I didn't realize that.
It's had to be added. I believe they don't have it yet.
Oh, I think Riot did that on so NA would find it.
No, they're supposed to get it. I think it's a matter of censorship.
Oh, okay, fair. Whatever. China's weird with like that. I think NA stops being on top because right now NA Valorant, as to my understanding, is just all the washed up CS:GO players here who couldn't make it and needed to cash out, which I totally respect and understand. I think once EU tier 4 and tier 5 players, like the real pugs of the pugs, like make that switch over to Valorant, it's fucking over because they're gonna have the better infrastructure in the long run. At the end of the day, I give NA Valorant probably like another year or two before we start getting dumped.
Yeah.
Jerry, you got anything to add on that?
John Daly drank 13 Diet Cokes and 1 PGA Championship.
Dude, did you see that stat line? He smoked 25 cigarettes and had like 10 beverages and fucking won.
Who was this?
Yeah.
John Daly.
John Daly.
Oh,
He's a
Jesus
golfer.
Christ. Yeah.
He's been known to just drink and smoke for his entire round.
That's crazy.
In a 4-hour round of golf. like what the
Hey, man.
fuck?
My man's fucking vibing.
Dude, you know John Daly used to hang out at Hooters signing fucking photos of himself for $20 a pop, like before he came back into golf hardcore.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Dude,
gotta make your money somewhere. Know your audience.
Dude, John Daly is he's a fucking Chad like that.
All right, so thinking about, let's talk about our audience and how people sometimes misread their audience. And how much, we may hate Marvel. And Parm, I know you and I actually talked about this, the use of people being posthumously used in their image.
My God.
Marvel has recently announced that they've reached an agreement with Stan Lee's estate and company that still exists post his passing. And they are going to be using images of him and video of him posthumous from digitally archived footage and recreations, etc. Other than that, and I'm gonna be real, guys, as the Marvel fan resident here, I'm not a fan of this move.
Oh, it's the most disgusting shit you can always do. Fuck his family, first of all, for allowing it. Just using any deceased person's name, voice, likeness, just for your own personal profit and gain.
The only context I think that matters is that if he recorded like 10 or 15 hours of stuff to be used in the future, and he's
I heard that they had said that he had pre-recorded a ton of cameos for future Marvel movies,
right?
So they could chop his.
That's the only thing totally I feel okay about.
If he said like before he passed, if he said, "Hey, I want to make sure I still keep appearing in the Marvel movies." that may be the case. We may not.
It's the same way. I guess I feel like
or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like I'm totally fine with that. If they're just like, oh, we need his cameo to make the fans happy every time.
It's completely different from like if it's that case where he recorded it and wanted it to be used after he passed, that's one thing. Right. But then you have like the stuff like Nickelodeon using old SpongeBob sound bites to continue like the spin-offs and stuff like that.
Yeah, I hate
and
that.
Like something tells me that there's only so much film that you can chop and edit to have Stan Lee make these cameos before they start actually like CGIing it and like
basically before he has to be CGI'd in because people assume he's going to be
there. Disney we're talking about, like they are going to fucking run it into the ground. Like they're known to be evil like that.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
I just think it's gross. I think
they've already worked pretty well in Star Wars, running that into the ground. People hate Star Wars movies now.
Yep. Biggest proponent of it. We already talked about. Yeah.
I can't wait to see Carrie Fisher magically in the next 20 fucking Star Wars.
Dude, the ultimate crossover is going to be the Carrie Fisher and fucking Stan Lee cameo.
Yeah, dude.
They're both.
Oh my god. Stan Lee and her will come back from the grave and have a 50 Shades of Grey cameo.
Yeah. You know what? Let's move to a lighter one because we're getting not too far off from
this
time.
Is a dark episode.
This is after dark.
Yeah.
Okay, so, guys, I want you to think of an animal. Okay, either you shrink it down to your size, or it shrinks down to you shrink down to its size. You have to fight it
in its environment,
and you have to fight it in its own environment. What animal are you picking? I want you to
save your animal for last.
I have picked my animal.
Yeah. I was thinking about this a lot. I think I'd take on an earthworm. Like,
you shrink down to the size of an earthworm.
No, I'd let it come up to my size.
No, that's not how this works. If it's an animal, no. It says that if the animal is bigger than you, it will shrink down to your size, and if you are bigger than it, you will shrink down to its size. Yes.
Okay, never mind.
There's only shrinking happening. There's no growing of anything.
Okay. Well, that changed a lot then, because I don't know if I can.
My answer stays the same, but I have an animal.
I'd fight a seal.
They're roughly already this size. They would maybe shrink a little bit.
Actually, penguin. I'd fight a penguin. I'd dust a penguin. A penguin size? I'd dust a motherfucking penguin.
What kind of penguin? Emperor Gen 2. What kind?
The ones on Happy Feet. Generic penguin.
Right, I think it's Emperor.
Emperor penguins are about 5 feet tall. You wouldn't have to shrink much.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to shrink. Oh, dude, I would dust.
You punch that thing in the fucking head.
I see. I was going with something more outside of the box. I was thinking I could beat a goat.
Okay, you're gonna.
I'm just thinking anything with a throat, you can get your arm around
it,
and if you're in a fight to the death, a goat's not going to be able to kill me very quickly. Like I feel like you'd
Sure.
still be able to avoid their horns pretty well.
I hope.
And that's really the only threatening part of a goat.
Well, I mean, how much would you shrink if you went down to the size of a goat? How much would you
I feel like I'd be about 4 feet tall, right?
Maybe no, I think three.
Yeah, 3 feet tall, 3.5. Sure. Well, it depends on the goat, you know, because some of them.
Okay, so maybe about half your
goats are
right
like
now.
this big.
So if you were half as tall as you are right now, do you think you could still take a goat on?
Yeah, I think as long as my arms are large enough to get around its neck, I'm just gonna choke it out.
So
that was my methodology.
Here's my answer, and this is the one I answered in the Discord too when we came up with this idea first. It's a giraffe. I would take a full-grown giraffe and shrink it down to my size, so it's only about 6'2" total. Its neck is just a taller, long-necked horse with gimpy legs.
That's true. Then the legs would be able to be very.
You kick its leg out from underneath it. You just grab it by the neck and bend.
Actually, I don't know because if it was shorter, I feel like its legs may have more kicking power.
Nah, dude. I'm
thinking that thing has more answer, dude. I don't want to hurt an animal, but I think that you take it, you kick it underneath its legs, you kick its legs out for you get to the ground, grab by the neck while it's falling, you're just
Bro, you can just go to town on its head.
True.
Like it can't stop.
True.
It might bite you.
I don't know. Have you seen them? When giraffes fight, they wing their heads around.
That's
true.
They neck fight. They like bash each other's.
I'll grab by the penis.
Yeah, grab by the dick.
Grab by the dick. The old dick twist.
I think the giraffe is probably the right idea. Do we?
I don't know.
Have anything else?
Yeah, we got one more. We got that last little offbeat news. Okay, so we'll do our last little topic here. Reporting from the Fort Worth Star Telegram on May 22nd. That is just today, actually. I apologize. It was reported on May 17th. 31 McDonald's cheeseburgers delivered to shocked Texas mom. Her toddler ordered them. While a Texas mother thought her 2-year-old son was using her phone to take pictures, he was actually feeding his craving for a cheeseburger. Well, 31 cheeseburgers, that is. Soon after, a confused Kelsey Golden got a DoorDash notification explaining her order was running behind because of its large size, according to KRIS. That's when she learned that her toddler, Barrett, had actually been up while playing with her phone, taking pictures, and Kingsville KII reported. Apparently, my 2-year-old knows how to order DoorDash, Golden shared on May 16th Facebook post. Sure enough, a DoorDash driver showed to her door with nearly 3 dozen McDonald's cheeseburgers reported, but Barrett only managed to eat half of one burger.
Damn, drown the kid in a river.
So the shocked mom offered to give the food away by posting on Facebook about 2 p.m. Several people reached out for burgers, according to K13. And now their story has gotten lots of attention. I wanted it to go viral for a giant mom fail, Golden says. Several of her friends could relate. When Connor was just slightly older, he ordered an entire NBA league pass. One friend shared. That was about 70 games. Kids are too smart when it comes to technology. At least it's just cheeseburgers, one person said. My daughter let her baby 1.5-year-old play on her phone. Somehow he clicked on Amazon and ordered 3 iPhones.
Goddamn.
Girl, I have to add the double click and facial recognition to my DoorDash because of the same issue. Toddler's order came up to $91.70 as reported by KRSI, including a $16 tip that the kid chose for the driver.
Hey, based kid. At least he tips.
Hey, the kid's fucking a good man. But the rising price of the gas should have been $17. So, maybe that kid's actually a Nazi. Who really knows? And that's been yet another episode of the 1 to 10 podcast. Thank you all. Have a happy holiday. Enjoy it. See you guys. Bye.